Hi, everyone. Welcome to Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body with Kathy Homeyer. I've started the broadcast and put for those of you coming on live, or anyone watching the show, actually, I've started this so that you have a heads up that you need to get a glass of water, or two, or a gallon of water, or just the intent of where we're going to do a water activation today with Aquaware. I've been working pretty hard to bring you this Aquaware program, doing my homework, doing research, which is what I love to do in terms of nourishing your multidimensional body, your divine human blueprint, and getting our blueprint back to where it should be, right? We're in such a challenge, but also stepping up our gifts, stepping up our energetic gifts to really help the planet and our blueprint and all the other wonderful processes that are out there with folks like you on the Akashic Academy. So I'm just starting this to say, get a glass of water, tell me where you're from. I love to hear where you're from and say hello. I think it's always awesome. And I'm just hoping I can, hey there, Marie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. And hoping I put all my little buttons here. I've got different pictures for you as usual. Hey, Judy, how are you doing? Judy's an awesome lady that's working with even seniors in different areas of massage and block therapy. Kansas, you know what, Judy? I looked at that because I got stranded in Kansas one time, and it was interesting, let me tell you, for a week. It was interesting. Got stranded in the middle of Kansas in a VW van. You heard that right. When I was doing my cross-country travels, that was amazing. Interesting experience. I can say I did it and survived. But anyway, so today, get a glass of water, guys. We're going to do a water activation. I am the photo there that you see. I'm still privileged to be in the area of the Sarasota Sacred Space Prism. That is the prism. I'm kind of there right there in the center, or a little bit below on Siesta Key Beach. It is 99% quartz crystal, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think I kept, no, I didn't put my picture in here. Last week I did the show from here as well, and I actually linked the sacred space of the Siesta, or the Sarasota Prism, with the Adirondack Mountains, which I consider my energetic portal up home, with California, with a quartz crystal. Made a little mandala on the beach, sent healing energy to the folks and earth and animals in California, and did an earth chakra, chakra balance with light wave. So let me start light wave here. And you guys can get your glass of water. Let's see. Hey, Christy, how you doing? Yeah, I had shared an awesome energetic session that I did with Christy down here, and someone needed actually I have all my charts, all my graphs, all my processes that I do, and I put them all in one spot. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do this session for someone, and we'll see, we'll just go to the places that I need to and all the processes that I know how to do. And over the years, they've gotten fairly extensive. I love the processes I do. Of course, like all of you, they're all awesome, all going to the same goal, right, of upping our light. So I had all these processes, and I was doing the session, and I said, okay, so where do I go in my list next? And it's like, nope. Like, what do you mean, no? How can you, like, this to me is a fairly inclusive list. And it said, nope, not to your list. I'm like, okay, do I end the session? Because I had done a few processes already. And I said, do I end the session? And it was like, nope, don't end the session. I'm like, okay, if I don't go to my processes, if I don't go to where I know what to do, where do I go? And by divine timing, I had started the session thinking it was a beautiful time to do the session at sunset on the sacred space with a quartz crystal beach. And I thought, okay, so how about the portal? The energy is here. And it was like, yes. And someone needed those energies of the Siesta Key sunset portal for 45 minutes. And I was able to go down kind of within the session and actually take a picture of the sunset and send that to that person. And it was totally awesome. We'll tell you what you're going to do with a glass of water in just a second, okay? So I just want to make sure everybody gets a glass of water, and I'll probably keep that up and down if I can click on my little buttons right here. We're going to activate this because here I am on this beautiful space on this beautiful beach, and I'm going to show you what happened to this via radar and storm. I put it up last week, but I want to show you again because it's so crazy awesome. Do you see the heart in there? That is during that terrible hurricane that happened, when was it, last year down in Florida? I forget when. I forget their names. I'm not even going there. But they came across Florida, and it was supposed to, remember, wipe out tons and tons of things. It came up and went to the west coast of Florida, and that is a picture off radar. Isn't that crazy? This is the sacred space of Sarasota. Crazy, right? I think that's awesome. So I obviously love to share that. Thank you so much for sharing this program. This is about, so here I am sitting on this, walking this wonderful beach, 99% quartz crystal. We're in the salt air, right? Healing, all this sort of thing. And everyone's coughing. Well, I had started with a show with Emily here from the Akashic Academy. I had told people that I was working on the red tide, and I actually have a site that I can go to where they tell me the percentage of red tide and the irritants there. Well, right now it's at 0, so I'm pretty crazy about that, but people are still coughing. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I look up and we've got tons and tons of chemtrails this morning. And that's a totally different issue. But also, so there's pollutants too. So here we are on this wonderful sacred space, healing place, on the sea, on the sand, and we're all coughing down at the beach. I'm kind of getting a little miffed. So anyway, so what can you do? What can you do as an energetic person? Well, use your energetics for good. Just fire up your programs the best you know how. Do everything you can, because we need everybody to anchor this light on Earth, right? And that's what we are here for. That's what you guys are awesome at. If you don't think you are anyway. And there's tools if you like to follow around and include them. Here you go. I started getting into chemtrails, of course, and I have some awesome resources for you to share with others if you wish. I think most of you know what chemtrails are and are aware of them. It was interesting because there was at least 6 crosses in the sky this morning. And yeah, took a picture of the chemtrail outside your building. And there was, you see them crossed. I remember the first crosses I started to see in the sky and thinking that is not natural and it's just not good. And we fool with nature no matter what we're trying to do. Some people think we're trying to a million things. And actually, I have a wonderful resource for you. Let me hide that. If you go to, I have a resource page for you. I have all the links that I can put up, but while I'm doing this, I can't put them up in the comments. But if you go to Nourishing 9D, it should come up for you. Been working on it all morning. 9d.com /AA. That's my Akashic Academy resource page on my website. So if you go to that website, all these resources are going to be on there that I do today. Let me take down that pic. And this is just a master number. If you don't know how to use numbers, I'm not going to go into that today, but I'm going to give you the numbers today because of the Akashic Academy as well has inspired me to do my nutritional energetics pantry, including numbers, including water activations, including every process we know to nourish our body, nourish the earth, and nourish nature. And this, I guess you can consider as one of the first installments to the nutritional energetics pantry when you're concerned about chemtrails and thinking, what can I do? Well, you know what? We've got a lot of things that we can do. And if all of you've gotten your water, let's go ahead and see. We'll wait a few more minutes in case people come in. And but go to the Nourishing 9D /AA. That's my Akashic Academy resource page. And if you click on, I think it says Aluminum Detox Resources, you'll go to a different page. all together for that. And there's a lot of links there that I found this morning that really talk about chemtrails in a very balanced sense, just to educate people on what they may or may not be. And it's awesome. And then I was looking at how to detox aluminum. So this is going to be about detoxing aluminum in our bodies. And okay, let me type this in again. So I'm going to say we're detoxing. I can leave this one up if I can type it right. Forgive me if there's a typo. Aluminum. Get a glass of water. So that's what we'll be talking about as people come in. Okay. Yeah, an X. X marks the spot. I'm not sure why those X's. And I also found a guy who's actually looking at weather and actually interpreting for us. Now look, I got a cough in my throat. This is crazy. I'm in the most healthiest place that I should be. We won't go there about what's happening. But I'm thinking, okay, am I helpless or am I an energy worker? And you know what? We're all energy workers, right? So here we go. All right. So I got into basically aluminum. I won't even go into how it relates if you don't know, but aluminum toxicity basically is pretty bad. They consider it as something related to autism, to Alzheimer's. And again, I won't go into that. Go to my page and see the links there. And I've got a lot of interesting stuff there, I think. So anyway, so they talked about silica as being one of the elements that detoxes aluminum in your brain. So oddly enough, I have bought this water down while I was here. It's Fiji water. And they're saying that that's one of the best ones because it has silica in it. One of the ways to detox aluminum is to use, big word, so basically water that has silica in it because it's mineral water that has silica in it. And said, well, Fiji is one of the best ones. And then I see this article from Mercola, who's pretty respected, and said, oh, what they're not telling you about Fiji water. And I said, okay, how do we know the truth here, guys? We know how to muscle test. We know how to find out in the field what's good, bad, or indifferent. The 3 mineral waters that they talked about to release aluminum was the Fiji water, bottled waters. This is Spritzer, which apparently is not really in the U.S. I'm not sure. I never heard of it. And Volvic. So I said, okay, how do I know which one is the best one? Which, start muscle testing your food and your water, not incessantly. But just saying which one is best for me or which one is best for, so I said, is this good for aluminum detox? And I got a yes. I didn't do the percentage, but I also did the light score from these 3 waters, and they all came up about the same for light score. I got 41 for Fiji, 42 for Spritzer, and 48 for Volvic. Now, I tried to ask the overall average light score of these waters, because it depends on where they are in the world, where they've been sitting, what kind of energies they've taken in, right? Water is very impressionable. So again, so what can we do about that? It might be even Fiji water, which in theory is, good, has minerals, has silica, and detox our brain. But hey, I only got a 41% light score. So what you can do is, I'll put this link in the box here. This is from our good friend Peter Shank, who's on Christie's shows a lot and who will be on my show shortly in December talking about light pads as well. But this is, if you go to, I think that's the right one, I'm show that. What we can do is, even if you don't have Aquaware is an awesome program, and that's what we're going to run into your water. So make sure, if you haven't seen the thing on the screen, get a glass of water, or you can intend this glass of water to, like Peter says, a cup of coffee on Mars, or the case of water in your basement. So you don't necessarily have to have your water right there, but it's going to be easy to drink right there. You can run this program anytime. This program, excuse me, is on the Nourishing 9D /AA. So that's going to be my Akashic Academy resource page, okay? And this one is going to be on there. I actually made 2 aluminum detox. One is even includes skin and entities, which this one, I'm pretty sure the one running here is. And I also did one for what detoxes aluminum. Here's the list of some of the best ones. Chlorella, magnesium, vitamin K2, silica. Oxygenation is very important anyway, so I always put that in a lot of my programs. Vitamin C, milk thistle, and I have the number for milk thistle here, so let me give you that. If I didn't already, I don't think I did. And here is milk thistle. Here is the frequency portal for milk thistle. All the good energies that detox your body of heavy metals as well. This is not only aluminum, but heavy metals as well. So milk thistle is always a good one to get in there. Flax seeds, there was a bunch of them, but look at my resources. I found some of what I think are some beautiful resources to talk about aluminum detox. Okay, aluminum also gets into the plant. So I had the master plant and protection up there is aluminum, of course, being sprayed from our skies for whatever reason. Again, I'm not going to go into any of that. You can discern and learn for yourself. But I'm going to put this one up again because aluminum is going into our plants. You have a fire like the fires in California. That aluminum, California's gotten heavily sprayed, like a lot of areas. And anyway, they've gotten heavily sprayed. That aluminum goes into the roots of plants. Aluminum dries things out. So if you keep doing that for years and years and years, aluminum gets into the plants and you've got a dried out forest. So that's a possibility to think about, but that's why I put that one up too. And think about aluminum, not only in our bodies, but of course, and all the plants and animals that it is going into from different areas, aluminum. So, okay. And here's what I do for what have I been doing for the past week, as well as, okay, let me get this one down, and we'll be doing our water shortly. Here's what I've been doing. Well, this is kind of just a graphic picture, but I have been light waving the beach, the sands here, the CFD sands. And then when I see a chemtrail in the sky, I just spiral light around it. I do the counterclockwise intent for releasing all the toxins in those chemtrails, and then do a forward spiral and add light wave to send. As we release the toxins, this right space is going to fill up with something. So add love and light. Even if you just say love and light to the chemtrails, release the toxins, add love and light. Let's not feel too, constantly like I look at all the things and I go, oh boy, what are we supposed to do? Well, we can do a lot with energy. And for yourself, okay, so I'm going to release that one. Everybody got a glass of water. And you can watch this again, of course, and go to my resource page to get these programs. I've got 2 that include different things to detox aluminum. And let me put that down. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody got a glass of water. Now, how you use Aquaware is, let me share that. I think I'm going to be able to do this for you. Oh, Navitus. Navitus is basically the free version of Aquaware. I'll hide that. Navitus is the free version of Aquaware that bumps the vibe of water. And it's it's supposed to energize water, so you don't need coffee. But I do Navitus to my coffee, and oh my gosh, does it taste good. So what I did to my Fiji water, not good at this. Okay, there we go. What I did to my Fiji water, I only got a 41%. I didn't actually look at the list of, it says electrolytes and all that kind of stuff on here. I'll have to look at the list, see what it says about silica. And you can get, in the resources, you can also get silica to add to water, I think. That's kind of new on me, but silica to water, for me, it's going to be a blessing because teeth, bones, right? Silica, horsetail, herb. All of those are packed full of silica too. So think herbs with silica. Maybe you can, anybody who knows more silica-related substance can add some to the comments below. What's full of silica? There's a bunch of things. Like I said, chlorella and all sorts of stuff. It's in the resources. I won't repeat it. But anyway, Navitus is a free version. If you can download it for free. All you have to do is choose your option to download, and you can download Navitus. It first, just like you'll see if you haven't seen the Aquaware programs before, there'll be one frequency that actually clears the frequencies from your water. All the past frequencies, sure, there's some great ones in there, but it will basically blank slate your water, okay? The second phase, it will actually prepare your body for water. We talk about O3 and different waters that prepares things, and different water that absorbs better than others. So that's what that second phase has to do. The third phase is going to be 9 intents that I've put into this, doing my research, putting this into the water. Some were already in Aquaware, some you can make custom intents, and then you can make what's called a QLS, which is a 9-part frequency into your water, okay? Now, intend this towards your glass of water. When it starts, really, 5-10 seconds is totally fine. It's your intent. You are changing. You are part of observing that water is changing into the intent that you want, right? Everything is a wave. Everything is a quantum wave. Electrons are actually really waves, so there's a quantum wave. When you intend and focus on that wave, the wave changes to what your intent is. And Aquaware assists with this. It adds your intents. It helps bring the focus. It helps bring those light paths into fruition, because as soon as we fear or think, oh, this isn't going to work, it doesn't work, okay? So Aquaware helps you do this. Okay, let me see if there's any comments here before I run this. So everybody has their glass of water or their intent. Like I said, if you want to intend to your case of water downstairs, I am lucky enough in the Adirondacks, and my family still buys bottled water. It kills me. We don't have to spend money on water. We have beautiful water, although we do have a lot of minerals. Okay, so I think I can do this. I think I know how to do this, guys. I shared my screen, so I'm going to run a QLS. I go to run QLS, and then I have 2 of them here. The detox one, aluminum tox. This is going to include the skin, because aluminum and different tox. Skin is the largest organ, right? So this one includes skin as well. The other one, the detox one, which is on the resource pages, also includes the nutrients, the food nutrients, the frequency of the food nutrients. So just put your intention to their water. It's going to go, again, through 3 phases. It will blank slate your water. It will prepare the water for your body, and then go through the 9 things that you have. If it's not a custom intent, if you look down on the left, it'll show the intent. It will say the intents that are already programmed into Aquaware. So let me go ahead and open this, and oops, toxins. I'll open that, and then that's playing. So just put your intention on your water to release all aluminum toxicity. And you can give this to your plants too. I've customized the pictures for that's aluminum. Releasing aluminum. Down at the bottom left, you should be able to see, it's probably pretty tiny in your screen, but I'm giving you this program. That's silica. I found a picture of silica. So we have a visual of silica and an intent for silica. And I'm not sure I'm going to remember all the ones I put in here without going back and going into the program. Okay, there's a vitamin B complex nucleating. If you can see on the bottom left, again, probably pretty tiny as this is live, but it'll say that was already programmed into Aquaware. So I'm charging my Fiji water, and I also have some kombucha just while that's running, because we don't need to totally focus on this 100% of the time. We can let that run now that we've got our intent and where it's going. I buy 1 bottle of, just a tip kind of when you're away from home and you want more kombucha, I buy 1 in a probiotic beverage, right, to keep all your microbiome happy. I buy 1 bottle of kombucha, and then I buy juices. And then I make my own just by taking the already made kombucha, and some of them can be a little pricey. You take a little bit, like a shot of kombucha in, I found this ball jar where I'm staying. So I took a little bit of the commercial kombucha and then put juice, and I'm just letting it sit. So every day I'm basically replenishing my kombucha by just buying 1 bottle of kombucha and some juice. Just for example, this one going through right now is skin, so this one includes skin, healthy skin. So you can play this whatever you want for healthy skin as well. This one is release. This one includes releasing negative entities. I included some of that in all the programs I do occasionally. So this particular aluminum release has releasing negative entities. So you could play this to all the moisture. You could replay this to the moisture in the clouds, right? Because one is chemtrails. Can't remember if this one is yellow, but I think I put the chemtrail intent. There is a chemtrail intent already in Aquaware, so I use that as well. But you could play this to the sky, right? When you see a chemtrail, pull up this program, place it on, intend it to the moisture in the chemtrails, in the clouds, all the clouds that day, and release aluminum toxicity as well. Not just for your water. Think your plants, your animals, your you can play it in water and give it to your animals. All that sort of thing, okay? So that ended, go ahead and take a big swig of your water and release toxicity there. Is there anything that can add more oxygen to our food and water? Yes, one of these programs by putting it in the water. Also, I do have a friend, since you did mention that, I really should bring my friend Lynn on here. I'm answering the question about oxygenating food and body. There's a thing called BEMER, and my friend Lynn, I'm going to put her name up here. My friend Lynn Cameron knows a lot about these. They're called BEMER. They're used by NASA, and in fact, they can't even put the information out much anymore because NASA has claimed the right to this. It oxygenates your body, and it oxygenates, you can put food, you can oxygenate water. The best thing, the easiest thing right now for you being on the show with me, take a look at my resource page, and I'm going to put that up again. It is www.nourishing, and email me as well, because we can put food within my nutritional energetics pantry. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be oxygenating food. We're going to be high-vibing food with all these different programs, with numbers, with programs. And unfortunately, the extra step that we can take, we know how to take. We can empower ourselves to take these steps. Oops, /AA. This is my resource page for the Akashic Academy shows. They'll follow along. I'll update them as fast and as quick as I can with resources, but I make special pages like this one. You go to the AA page, which tells about the different nine dimensions, nine levels that I use to bump food, body, earth. I'll have the chakra balance. I'm going to retape the chakra balance for earth, and anybody that can take 5 seconds, 5 minutes to balance the chakras of earth, very, very needed. We are the instruments that help anchor this light onto the earth, and with all these crazy things going on, it's really helpful to do that. So the week I'm in Jamaica, my machine didn't go off at all. I'm not sure exactly what machine you're talking about, but okay, a CPAP. Yep. CPAPs, you know what? That is really an issue that I come across as well. Okay, disclosure. I snore once in a while. You know what? Why are we not getting the oxygen we need? Why are our bodies so devoid of oxygen? There's a question, right? Let's think about all this. So oxygenating with either oxygenated waters, and you can get, other people may know that there's tons of resources out there, and that's a super basic one that we need to know, because oxygen is one of the source nutrients that we need to be healthy, not just in breathing, but in our cells as well, of course. So that's a really good point to bring up. Thank you for bringing that up. Another major one that I should be putting in the pantry. Okay. Okay, so I hope you have some beautiful water there. Let me see if I can see. Yes, drink the water. Yep, drink the water. Drink the water. And yeah. Yeah, stretching the kombucha. I love that because I'm thinking, okay, how many kombuchas can I buy down here? But if you just buy your juice, and you know what? I'm still fully convinced that the kombucha and all those microbes, you don't have to pay for super high level organic juice if you don't come across it. Kombucha it. That's what I call kombucha it. Let those little microorganisms break down all the things that are not organic and make that really good for you. It doesn't. You don't have to go as far as with the kombucha, folks. If you don't know about kombucha, that's another thing that I do is make probiotic drinks with kombucha, with kefir grains, with milk kefir, water kefir. But if you don't want the kombucha to go as far as being sour, then don't do it. Just a little is better than none. So even if it adds a little fizz, you can keep it fizzy and still have it a little bit sweet if you want to. If that's the way you're going to drink it, then that's the way that you should. Yeah, to contact me after, there's a contact link on the Nourishing 9D website. I have taken my sabbatical now in this beautiful sacred place. I thank you for the interest in this beautiful sacred place. It's literally fired me up to see those fires in California, to see these chemtrails, to see the need of this sacred space. But it's been giving back to me just as much as I've been giving to it. I've been walking the beach every day and light waving the sand, light waving the water. And you know what's really sad? I've seen no dolphins down here. No dolphins. The pelicans, not like that. Not like they're usually here. I've only seen one or two small flocks of pelicans. Usually we see the dolphins every day swimming by. No dolphins. Very few pelicans. Still a flock of birds, on the beach, but not as much as usual. So thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we've got to get this stuff out here. We have to realize that we are empowered. We have our energetics, and we can do this in a most unusual way that I don't think anybody even ever suspected, right? So stay healthy, everybody. And I'll try and answer questions afterwards. Okay, so if you have questions, please put them in there, and I'll try and go back to the comment section and answer questions. I appreciate you being here. Everybody stay nourished, and I'm just gonna we'll ramp it up to some Gold Star light wave. I have my let me pull this back here, down here, which you guys probably can't see, but the last show I connected, I had these beautiful, I just bought these and they were for another reason, but now that I'm here, I've connected my green one to the mountains, the purple one to Siesta Key, and I actually have a super big crystal that I've connected to California. So we've got two sacred spaces sending energy to California. And the way this happened was really cool. I put a circle on the beach. I had some shells. I had some rose color flowers, and it was really awesome to connect that. But I have the light wave there. So we're just going to send you some light wave and some beautiful energy from the sacred space here that I've been coming here for, geez, I don't know, 20, 30 years now. I was privileged to be married here in the waters before I even knew it was a sacred space. I have family that lives down here and that we have to take care of as well. So feeling very privileged to be able to come back to this space. So stay nourished, guys. I'm trying to type up stay nourished for you there, but I'm missing the boat there. There you go. Stay nourished. Love you. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. You're all light workers to every and any extent. So keep it up. We're all needed right now. We'll talk to you next week again back from the Adirondack Mountains. Bye-bye.